right, hello and welcome to the Northland. Today we are going to visit with Alec again, and we are going to check out his amazing Stage 3 Roush Mustang. Or is it Roush Stage 3? It don't really matter, right? It's a Roush Stage 3, okay? And we get to take a ride in it, and it is amazing. So we're going to jump right into this video. Sit back, relax, enjoy, and I'll catch you again at the end of this video. And I want to hear your guys' comments on what you... All right, here we are with Alec again, and he's going to tell us about his newest toy. When did you pick this up?
I got this about a month ago.
So you haven't had it that long.
Nope, I've put about 1,100 miles on it.
I've seen you driving it by a few times at the house. I was like, I know who that is.
Yeah, it's hard to miss, a cherry red Mustang, you know.
Where did you find this beauty?
So I got this from White Bear Lincoln. I originally went to go look at a different Roush, Grabber Blue. I think it was like a 23. Just an NA car. It was kind of a weird spec, and then they had this sitting there. I'm like, oh, no shit, all right. And I was sold on it, so had to pull the trigger.
What year is this one?
So it's a 2020 Jack Roush edition GT Mustang, car number 7 out of 60. It's got, I think, every factory option you could get with the Jack Roush package. So it's basically a GT 350 with the 6-speed and the big brakes and the PP2 car stuff like the Magneride and whatnot. But then it's a Gen 3 Coyote with the Phase 3 Roush supercharger. So it actually makes more than GT 500 horsepower. So it's kind of best of both worlds. It's also got a bunch of other cool stuff that is specific to this car. Like I think these are Jack Roush specific intercoolers on both sides, and then all the vents here for the heat exchangers are all functional. It's got active exhaust and then a active aero carbon fiber wing on the back. That's part of the active exhaust. That's pretty fun.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. It's got a bunch of other trick stuff in it too.
I didn't even notice that when we were taking the initial pictures and stuff.
Yeah, here, check this out. So if I...
Wow, that is freaking neat.
Yeah, so it's got all sorts of... It's plastered with Roush and just about every thing you can think of. It's got the puddle lights under the mirrors and the door sills and everything, even the key fob. You know.
Wow.
But no, I absolutely love it. You know, I've always wanted some modern muscle, and you know, for what I paid for this car, you could not build this from a 401A car. With the suspension, the brakes, and the interior stuff, and the supercharger and tuning, I mean, bang for buck, it's pretty good. It is a Jack Roush screw blower, not the Whipple. You know, obviously it's a Roush car, but this thing gets down, I think, to the crank out of the factory, it makes like 775. So
that's pretty tough.
Yeah, this is a lot of car. I haven't owned something with this much power before, or something this new. So I'm still kind of figuring out, but no, I absolutely love this. And
you had fun with this on the quarter mile.
Yeah, yeah, it's got all sorts of crazy stuff in it. To what extent you'd actually use it, like launch control and whatnot, I don't know. It's got all like the heads-up display and all sorts of crazy track modes. And
that's one thing I wish I had in mind, is the heads-up display. But
yeah,
or even in my Bronco, it just, you know, when I get into a vehicle that has one, it really makes a world of difference in how you drive.
Yeah, yep. Let me think of some other neat stuff with this.
So you haven't really had much time to even play with this? Or...
No, I haven't. I got it, you know, it's fall right now, and I got it on kind of like a closeout fall sale before they're kind of putting everything away for the winter. And you know, I've definitely got more than a month enjoyment out of this car, so can't complain too much. But I absolutely love it, and you know, it's another Pumpkin stable.
Any plans for this one as far as plans yet?
Yes, so this falls victim to the same MT82 transmission issues that every other GT owner experiences, with like reverse popping out and just some weird stuff. So once the warranty expires, I'll put what's it called, like the MGW X-Spec shifter in it, and a McLeod clutch and stuff like that. Other than that, I mean, unless I go crazy with this thing, I don't really need like cradle lockouts and stuff for the back. I mean, with the Magnerite, it's awesome. I mean, it handles pretty good and it doesn't wheel hop too bad. But it's on factory 1-inch lowering springs already, so I don't need to do anything there. But no, I'm just going to drive it. One interesting thing about this car, which I really like, it's a square setup with the wheels. So they're 275s all around, but you can rotate them.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is really nice because I've done a lot of tread wear in the back. So
this one thing I can't do on mine is rotate them. They're all directional wheels.
Yep.
So.
Yep. Yeah, these are decent tires, but if I couldn't rotate them, it'd be a tough situation with this car.
Yep.
This is basically a full-fledged factory track car. Is kind of the point. Obviously, Jack Roush is a NASCAR guy, and it's a different flavor than the Shelby stuff for sure. But
right.
It's packaged very, very, very well.
It sure is pretty. Love the wheels too, and I'm not normally a chrome guy, but those look good.
Yeah, no, I love the Roush wheels, and the big 6-piston Brembos and stuff pop through, and like they figured it out.
Yep.
They definitely figured it out. But like I said, it's got Jack Roush plaster and everything. You can't forget what you're driving. And then up here in the business end, it's got hood struts, which is kind of cool if you're an S550 owner. That's not super common.
I put those on mine. That was one of the very first things I did to mine.
Yep. Lots of billet, more signatures and plaques and things of the sort.
Yeah, and no mistaking where this car came from.
No, no. So yeah, I think they made 70 of these in total, 10 internationally and 60 domestic, and it's only for 2020. I think they did it in a prior generation, but not too often.
Well, that's a thing of beauty there. Wow. So since you've only had it a month, I'm sure you haven't had it dynoed or anything. Are you planning on at any time? Of course, it's probably not going to be too far off from what is published, right? Because it's I don't know. My butt dyno isn't really accurate with this, but I'm sure it's in 6s somewhere. I'd love to dyno this and maybe put a tune in it, but not until I'm expired on my warranty. And same thing with the shifter and whatnot. Like, I don't want to start tampering with it and run that risk, because that'd be pretty bad. This was a Lemon Law manufacturer buyback car. Someone blew this up. It's got a brand new long block in it. It's got new Magnerite. It's got new brakes, new tires. It's just with brand new parts. The chassis had 16,000 miles when I bought it. The motor had, I think, 13,000 or less. So that was kind of the nice deal. So yeah, this is a 2020 with 17,000 miles on it. This car, brand new, according to the spec sheet from Roush, was 107 grand new. Yeah, it was. Yep. So someone bought this, beat the tar out of it, blew it up, and I don't know. I think it switched hands once, and then it was in California for a while. I found a receipt for a sushi restaurant in the trunk carpet under the. But so yeah, I lived most of its life in California and Texas, I think, and then ended up here from an auction. But yeah, I mean, it has a full year warranty and runs and drives just like a brand new car. If I didn't tell you that, you probably would never know. Right.
No, so that was kind of my motivation. Plus, it's kind of a collector's item, and it has all the mods I'd want. I was thinking about getting a 4.1 GT, but to put a Whipple on it and tune it, and then you get into suspension stuff and brakes, and you just couldn't.
Do you plan on changing pulley size or anything like that in the future? Or?
I'm definitely interested in doing that. I would say whatever puts on a chassis dyno would dictate that. Yep. This thing runs nice and cool, and it's nice and smooth, and doesn't have any issues. So whatever they put the factory tune back in it, and I don't know. This a shitload of power for. It's violent with the 6-speed. Like, it takes some time getting used to it. And honestly, I think before I start monkeying with that, I need to get a better shifter in it, because it's pretty sloppy, and I don't trust it. I've had third gear. I haven't had third gear lockout, but I've had it grind and do some weird stuff. So not yet. Yeah,
there's definitely a learning curve, right?
Yeah, for sure.
I noticed with mine, and I'm not trying to talk about my car, but to compare, when I had the tune put in from Steeda and put it on E85, I noticed just a huge difference. And when I took it to what's DB Perform or whatever they are, the Mustang shop that used to be in Rogers.
Yep.
I had it baselined on the dyno, And so when I brought it back, the guy says, well, how much do you think you increased? I said, probably 50. And he looked at me like, yeah, sure. You know, and he put it, and it was 54 additional horsepower.
So you're on E85 with that right now.
Yep.
I didn't think there was any E85 pumps around here.
Quick Trip.
All right. Well, so maybe.
There you
I
go.
mean, this would be the perfect application for E85.
Right? Yep. In fact, that's really the only reason I did it, because E85 was going to, now if I move, that's going to be, might be a problem, but.
Yep. Yeah, it's, you can get some serious numbers out of just switching fuel like that. I don't know if you have to get into pumps. I honestly don't know. There's a lot of stuff about this car that I don't know, and according to like Roush the site or the build sheet, I don't know. I don't know if they put a twin disc clutch in here. I don't know if they do any other kind of, you know, fuel pump mods. I'm sure they do injectors and stuff like that, but. And
that's the difference between this car and that one.
Right.
You know everything about that car.
Yeah, this has 4 injectors. No. But, so yeah, I absolutely love it. It's super fun. You know, honestly, the weirdest thing that it takes getting used to this car so far is the touchy brakes, because they just want to put you through the windshield, especially in bumper to bumper traffic in the cities.
And with those big dinner plate sized rotors and stuff, they grab. I noticed that too.
Yeah, these are GT 350 brake setup here. I don't know the rotor size, but 6 piston in the front, 4 in the rear. But yeah, I mean, I just love the packaging. I love the 20s and the big brakes. And I never wanted a red one, but I saw the Rapid Red and like, yep, that's it. It's the cherry bomb.
Yeah. And you're doing it smart too by waiting until the warranty runs out. I had to continually. Well, it's not like I took mine into the shop a whole lot, but when I did, I had to put the stock tune back in it, take the air filter out, all that stuff. So yeah, it's better if you don't have to play those kind of games.
No, and this car wasn't cheap either, so I'm not in a urge to break it, and I like to enjoy it. I mean, like I said, it's like a brand new car.
Don't blow it up like the last guy.
No, I'm not going to blow it up, and who knows with the situation there. There's probably a different tune in it, and they probably had on a road course and ran pretty hard.
What's on that silver plate? I can't read.
Yeah, so this has the Roush active exhaust in it.
So that's the exhaust.
Yep. So it's got 4 different settings, which if you have any kind of Coyote, cold starts are just unbelievably loud. This thing is like a Prius if you put it in like the all the way close. And then it's got 3 other modes, like a custom, a track, and a sport. One kind of interesting thing about the system in this car is that after a certain, I think, exhaust pressure, it goes quiet again. So if you're out ripping on it, it goes quiet. It's like a stealth mode when you're, definitely driving within the speed limit, right? But unless you put in a track, then it's just wide open.
Sure.
But yeah, I mean, it's super fun to play with. The active arrow in the back, if you put in the custom, it stays up. And then the other 2 settings, it's speed governed. So under 50 or 60 or something, it'll go up and down. You can watch in the rearview mirror.
So does this have okay, I'm assuming this is all the way up, right?
Yep, that's all the way up.
So when it's down, and like you said, it was speed adjust, will it stop, say, in the middle, or does it?
It'll go all the way up or all the way down. Okay. Yep, no in between. This is another thing too with these. This is a specific.
I was going to say that
Roush.
diffuser looks different.
So Roush actually wind tunnels these cars. So everything here is with purpose and function, which is kind of cool. You see a lot of guys with huge wings or these massive diffusers, Hellcat dude or something, right? This is all business here. One kind of fun thing here too is, which I didn't get all of them with it, but it does have this kind of funky Roush toolkit. Huh. So like I said, it was missing most of them, but you got like a Roush ratchet and your 10mm, and even the extension here says Roush on it, cast it in.
I wonder if that's, do you know if that is standard, or is that like an option that maybe they put on?
I don't know, but it was in the build sheet, and I do see it on a lot of these.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, in terms of the back, that's pretty much it. It's a 418 car, so it's got the sub and all that good stuff. But yeah, this is kind of funny.
Yeah.
Like I said, it was missing most of the tools in here, but you just haul that out and put your Glock in there.
There you go.
But yeah, it's fun. This is a super fun car, and I absolutely love it. The seats are really comfortable. One thing I did give up with this car is the heated air conditioned seats and power seats. But I mean, once you get in there,
That's
it's
why
like,
I got the old fat guy seats in my car.
yeah. These are awesome. These are so comfortable, and honestly, this thing's pretty violent. So if you didn't have something holding you in, you'd be hanging on.
Exactly. I got the metallic kick player, the footrest there.
Yep.
Not plastic like most other cars these days.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, this is definitely. If you wanted to take Roush's name off this, you'd have to almost have a Holden car.
Yeah. You'd be buying a lot of replacement stuff.
Yep, for sure.
But no, it's super fun. I absolutely love it.
Can we hear this one start up?
Yeah, definitely.
I mean, you know, we car guys, we love these exhausts because you can't get this with electric. Okay, here we go.
Tell me that ain't music. You won't find that any coffee, I'll tell you that.
So this is all the way quiet.
Just going through the different exhaust modes here. Different. Oh yeah. Nice. Very nice, brother.
Thank you. Let's take her for a spin.
Okay, we're gonna get another tree. We have a Mach 1 beside us here. Talk a second about my book. I'm really proud of this book. It took me a lot to write it. It was my first novel, and I'm telling you what, anybody that tells you that writing a book is simple, that's far from the truth. So I put a lot of work into this. This is a historical fiction, which means a lot of the dates, equipment used, places are factual. Some of the characters are made up, and the storyline behind it is made up. But we used a lot of factual, historical things in it. I want to read the back to you here. The link to this book will be in the description below. And this was an international bestseller. #1 in the UK, #2 in Canada. I think it was in 2020. I think the book came out in 2020. During the height of COVID, nonetheless, which put my book signings to almost nil. But in 2021 or 2, I think, is when we hit the international bestsellers list. So let me just quick read something to you and see if this interests you. For 12-year-old Michael, family was important. History and traditions were instilled at an early age. The family story had always been that the grandparents immigrated to America prior to the war. So when he found a pair of old dusty trunks in his German grandmother's attic filled with Nazi memorabilia, he became concerned. In the depths of the trunks lay a journal, pictures and letters, SS uniforms, and other German World War II artifacts. Confused and enthralled with his new discovery, this sets Mike on a path for the truth. Since his German grandpa was long deceased, the task at hand seemed daunting. His other grandpa was a U.S. combat medic during World War II. And Mike gets lost in time when his grandpa regales him with stories from the European theater. As vivid dreams of the battlefield come to life almost nightly, Mike speculates that both grandfathers could have possibly met as their paths appear to be on a collision course. With the details emerging, Mike learns the facts about his true family history, and he becomes increasingly worried it may tear the family to shreds. So I'm telling you, I'm sorry, but I can't be more proud of what I did. There will be sequels to this book. Once I retire, I'm hoping to go to writing full time. So, like I said, this book came out in 2020, and it's been a while, but I just not have had the time. I've got parts of it written already. It's just putting it all together and editing it and so on and so forth. But anyway, you can pick this up on Amazon. Link will be in the description below.
Love the
Is there a lot of supercharger whine out of this?
No, there's no sound tube or anything in this.
Okay.
I'm also focused on keeping it straight.
Right? That's a good thing.
Yeah, let's get out of town over here.
I'm sorry, but how can you not love that? Oh, that is fine. Okay. I definitely need a supercharger. That's going to be my...
This might corrupt you.
Yes, it will. I've wanted one for a long time, but between trying to take care of the house and all that, but I'm about ready to retire, and I think it's time to get one before I retire.
I think you should. He lives in Missouri, but I got a guy who do it. He's a bunch of them.
Yeah? All right. I will have to be in touch with you when I get it done.
So this thing is pretty worthless unless you're doing at least 30 mile an hour in second. I mean, I don't dare click this thing out of traction control yet, especially with cold roads, but...
Yep. I know there was, when I first started taking mine to the track, guys were asking me, well, are you using traction control? And I said, no, because, I don't know, I just figured that's going to cut my horsepower down. Well, yes and no. The traction, at least the traction control stuff will keep your tires from, breaking loose and you going out of control. So,
right.
Which is not a good thing.
Spinning ain't winning.
That's right.
See how I got quiet there?
Yep.
It's kind of weird, right? Like, here, I'll do it again.
Yeah, you can hear it switch from...
It won't do it in fifth gear, but, I think it's exhaust pressure based.
Okay. Well, this is a beautiful car, brother.
Thank you.
So, curious question. What did the wife say when you came home with another Mustang?
Oh, she had fits. It's funny. I looked at Lincoln Continentals, like it's, my family sedan or something like that, and I wanted something full size. I'm like, I was just kind of not in love with it. They have a lot of electrical problems and stuff too. But then I was looking at trucks, and I was looking at Shelby trucks, and I'm like, you know what? Here's the thing. It's a shitload more. It's quick, it's all-wheel drive, it's awesome, but it's not a sport truck, it's a crew cab. It's a ton of money, and then you got it wrapped up in one vehicle. Smart Man says, don't hot rod your daily. I mean, I at most get 16 miles a gallon with this thing. I can't even imagine a full-size truck with a Whipple on it. And I swayed against it because it doesn't excel in either category. It's not a hot rod, which I think is really what I wanted, and it's not a practical daily, right? It does go back and forth between both of them, but my Fusion is fine. I have my classic Mustang. I've always wanted modern muscle, and my wife's like, why don't you just get a Mustang that has 4 seats? And I bought one like 4 days later.
Well, you told me.
This is about a year journey trying to figure out what I'm going to do for a different vehicle, and I just said, you know what, fuck it, I'm going to have some fun. So this thing happened to pop up, and the purchase price on this was $48,000, which you can't hardly buy a 401A GT for that.
God.
So, I mean, GT 500s hold a stupid amount of value. Good luck getting into one for less than 65. And GT 350s with the Voodoo is just not as good as the, what I got in here.
Yeah. Some people, after I had my tune and everything put in, I said, well, right now my car makes slightly more horsepower than a stock GT 350. They're like, oh, no way. So I got the numbers to prove it.
Right, you can Google them.
Yeah, it definitely puts you in your seat, that's for sure.
Yeah, you gotta get open road here.
wish I had the flat bottom steering wheel too.
Yeah.
And I contemplated replacing mine, but then it seems like everything I lose, or everything I would gain, I would then lose the heated part of it, and I don't know which I like better. So
This might still be heated yet. It's kind of weird in the settings, but it actually might retain that, like you ever need it. But the suede is really nice, but it gets kind of matted.
yeah.
Yeah, there's all sorts of carbon fiber, crazy stuff you can buy, or you can buy like a quick release or something. But no, I was pretty happy with this out of the box. It's super comfortable, and it looks nice. I wish it, I had like something different with the horn button, but this is the only Mustang logo I think on the whole car.
Yeah, you're probably right. Now, when you turn off your car, does your screen do anything? I mean, like fun, like?
No, it'll like flash the blue, like insignia with the running horse or something. Okay. But yeah, nothing.
I've noticed that in settings with my car, that you can change the, I don't know what you call it, where when you shut it off or open the door, it'll go to GT350.
Oh yeah, it's funny. You can actually load those screens in any Ford, like like a C-Max, hybrid. You can change the dash to actually show up in it.
It's kind of neat, but I mean, it's not obviously accurate.
No, this doesn't have anything crazy like that. The older Roushes though, and this is all digital screen here, but it doesn't have the digital screen, or like the older version. The R logo for reverse is the Roush insignia. Okay. It's kind of a fun little thing, but no, this doesn't have that.
There's little Easter eggs like that.
Yeah, everyone likes to go on about the puddle lights with this, because it's the Roush logo shining down, and like, all right. You can buy them on Amazon.
yeah.
I think I'll lay into it right here. You want to know if you're ready?
I'm ready. Jesus. Woo! The camera, the gimbal can't even keep up with that.
Gets your heart going.
Ah, that is fun. Any idea if the speed limiter on this has been removed?
It hasn't given me any issues yet, but I'm usually out of it by the time that we'll be getting pretty close.
That was one of the nice things too about having a tune, is they removed the speed limiter, so it's kind of nice.
Yeah.
Oh, this car is sweet, brother.
Thank you. I absolutely love it.
Oh man, this is friggin' thrilling. I understand how fighter pilots feel.
Yeah. I wonder how many G's you could pull with this.
In the right conditions, I suppose you could probably get.
I think your clutch should determine that.
Do you have a in your settings? Do you have like I think there's a brake performance and a G meter.
I think so. I've never really played with it.
All right, Alec. Thank you for the interviews, and thank you for the rides and these sweet cars. That was a treat, well worth the price of admission.
I love letting the ponies out of the stable any chance I can get.
Nice weather. It's almost freaking November.
End of season, absolutely. Yeah. So, yeah, thank you.
All right, everyone. So smash that like and subscribe. And again, if you have any questions on his Roush car here, his Mustang, you can reach him on that. I'll put his social media in the description below. If you can't use that, you can contact me and I can get a hold of him to answer your questions. So Again, smash that like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. Make sure you hit the bell at the bottom so you'll be notified again when we upload new videos, especially of these kinds of cool cars. Make sure you share it with somebody. I don't care whoever. I guarantee you they're going to like it. Who does not like an orange Mach 1, huh? All right. Thank you for watching. Stay safe. We'll see you in the next video.
All right, I hope you liked that video. Like I say, Alec is he's amazing. Guy is a smart guy. And I think next year during the summer, we are going to have some amazing content together. And we have some things in the works. Again, you're going to have to wait till next year because the weather, in fact, we had snow flurries yesterday. I hate to say it, but winter is almost here. So we have to wait until next year, unfortunately. The horses are put away for the winter, and that's unfortunate, but it is what it is. So, all right. Smash that like and subscribe, even if you did not like the video. I'd really appreciate it. Me and the jury behind me, we'd really love it if you hit that like button. Also, make sure you hit subscribe. I'm telling you, we got some great content coming up. You're not going to want to miss it. So make sure you do that and tap the little bell at the bottom so you'll be notified when we do upload a new video. And make sure you share it with somebody, whether they're a car person or not. Maybe they'll become a car person. So that's all I have, I guess. So we're gonna cut it off here. And thank you for watching. Stay safe. We'll see you in the next video.